Coming up on Mountain News this morning, local artists came together to show off some of their special talents. And runners in our region compete out on the track to raise some money for a good cause.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 5:33 on Monday, March 7th. Let's go over and check in with Brandon, who's having a busy morning.
Yeah, it's not quite here just yet, Chaz, but it's heading this way, and we're going to continue to watch that as we head into time later this morning. Let's take a look at our satellite radar loop for the last little bit. Maybe even still some clear skies in some areas this morning, but those clouds are starting to build in ahead of that system. It's going to bring us some heavy rain and maybe some stronger storms as we head deeper into this morning and into the afternoon hours. So you may not need your rain gear now. Take it with you for later. I-75 at Mount Vernon, still dry out there right now and very mild. Temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s in a lot of areas. Coolest spots this morning, and I use cool kind of loosely, 57 in Ashland, 59 in Wise. Those temperatures still going up. Your planner for today, I think we're all in the upper 60s by about 7 o'clock. Those scattered chances for showers and storms will start between 9 and about 11 o'clock, and they'll continue off and on throughout the day. I do believe that we get more scattered again as we head deeper to the day. Sunrise for the first time in a while at 6:56 before 7 o'clock this morning, and sunset tonight at 6:33. I do believe you might see a sunrise in some areas, but sunset not looking too good. Chas?
Thanks, Brandon. New details are emerging in the case against Shannon Gilday, the 23-year-old who is accused of murder after he broke into the home of former state representative Wesley Morgan. The recently released search warrant says Gilday's mother filed a missing person report on her son the day after the murder. The documents show the most information came from Gilday's friend. Troopers say they were contacted by the friend, who says he found the directions to the Morgan's mansion in Gilday's apartment. They also said Gilday had a history of psychotic problems and had been looking for homes with bunkers in southern Kentucky. Kentucky State Police is investigating after a two-vehicle crash in Leslie County left one man dead and another arrested. KSP said Charles David Chappell of London was killed after he lost control of his motorcycle and slid into a truck in the Stinnett community. Chappell was not wearing a helmet at the time of the wreck. A news release from KSP said the truck was being driven by Terry W. Morgan of Hoskinston. Morgan was arrested for operating the vehicle under the influence and without a license. A Kentucky community came together during the weekend to remember the famed black inventor Garrett Morgan. Morgan is credited with inventing the stoplight, hair straightener, and gas mask. Paris and Bourbon area schools participated in the event by drawing pictures and creating stoplights in his memory. Even Morgan's granddaughters were in attendance.
He was an innovator in public safety and created a number of things that are really still influential throughout the world. And for that, we're very happy and very proud.
This was the second celebration that the community put on for Garrett Morgan, and the community hopes next year the celebration will be even bigger and better. A community breakfast was held in Mount Sterling to celebrate the woman behind a familiar face. Nancy Green was born a slave in Montgomery County, and as an adult inspired the Aunt Jemima brand. Kentuckians have created the Nancy Green Project in an effort to educate people about Green's legacy. Her fourth great-grandnephews, Michael and Marcus Hayes, flew to Kentucky to be a part of the event.
It shows change, right? We're honoring somebody who couldn't see that, right? She couldn't be in a room where you can have that many diverse people sitting together.
The culinary scholarship in Green's name that will be given to a minority student is now a $7,500 and growing. The Nancy Green Project is still taking donations, and a festival in her name will take place this spring in Montgomery County. Several artists from the region gathered at the Art Station here in Hazard to promote their work during the weekend, including the likes of one Eastern Kentucky artist, Little Bubby Child, who has gained widespread attention for his art. The owner of the Red Spotted Newt, Mandy Sheffel, was inspired to host an event for the Floyd County native after noticing how well his work was selling at her store. Sheffel wanted the event to showcase him as well as other local artists to promote their work. The event offered food, live music, and of course, a wide variety of art.
And with events like this, it brings people to Main Street. So with the idea that you come here, check out the band, shop with these vendors, you know, grab some lunch, but also shop downtown and visit Main Street.
Scheffel adds that she hopes to host more events like this one in the future, but in the meantime, she encourages everyone to stop by. The Kentucky Derby is around the corner and many eyes will be on the horses. But for one Bell County native, her art will shift your view to this year's Woodford Reserve Bourbon Bottle. WYMT's Alyssa Williams met up with the artist of this year's featured artwork and what it means for our area.
What started as a childhood hobby turned into an artistic muse, and with the purchase of her first horse, Sandy, it helped steer her in the right direction.
I credit that as the time when I started doing equine art seriously and really started to see it as my true career path.
Meet Jamie Coram, a Bell County native and equine artist who is prideful of her eastern Kentucky roots. Her father's side of the family beginning their legacy in the Harlan-Bell County area.
His grandparents actually grew up in Harlan, Kentucky, on a piece of property called Abner's Branch, which has actually been in the family since 1850.
Jamie started gaining traction when she painted Secretariat, bringing forth other opportunities that would make her well known in the Derby community.
Through them also, I was able to connect with famous racehorse owners, horses like Zenyatta, Authentic, Justify, American Pharaoh, Songbird, the great Australian race mare named Winx.
And an unexpected phone call led her to her latest artistic endeavor.
I kind of was speechless. I was speechless, and I didn't hesitate for a second, though. I was like, yes, you know, immediately.
Jamie was asked to design the 2022 Woodford Reserve Kentucky Derby bottle.
So I really am just over the moon about that, and I huge thanks to Woodford Reserve and Churchill Downs for letting me be part of that.
Finally reaching her goal of pursuing art is one dream for Jamie, and leaving her mark in the art world is another.
People well into the future might open a book and see one of my artworks and wonder, you know, who was that? What did she do?
Sharing a toast with Jamie in the Run for the Roses. In Bell County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT, Mountain News.
Jamie says for anyone wanting to pursue art, it's important to find a great teacher and a network of like-minded peers. Well, several runners came out for the Burning Clover 10K at the J.M. Feltner 4-H camp in London, hosted by London Tourism to benefit the Laurel County 4-H camp. This year marked the first Burning Clover 10K since before the pandemic. A percentage of the proceeds from the race will go toward the Laurel County 4-H camp. Those with Laurel County 4-H say they were excited to have London Laurel County Tourism oversee this event.
Yeah, it's really great opportunity, and in fact, Christmas they had a little light show through here supporting the 4-H camp, and we came out and did that too. It's just a great facility for the kids, so yeah, we really like supporting it.
The 10K brought in 70 runners. Those with the 4-H camp say they are excited to reopen camp and reestablish relationships with other community groups and organizations. Well, just ahead this morning, another celebrity might just be heading into space. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
And we're tracking two potentially strong cold fronts this week, with the first one impacting us later today. I'll have more on the threats and timing coming up in about 3 minutes.